thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to be with you today to exchange on AI acceleration and transformation. We have a good moment to share on how in your companies you address such a transformation. And I would like to start now with you, Valéria, working and representing Vallourec. Could you tell us first a bit more about who is Vallourec, what is Vallourec offer, and how you address your main AI challenge at Vallourec?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you for the invitation in this iconic building. And it's hard to be in front of you, so it's a pleasure for me for this. So Vallourec, it's a French company with global reach. We make premium tubular solutions for the oil and gas, and also for the new energies that we are starting several projects on the hydrogen storage, on carbon capture storage, and also in geothermal. We are present in 20 countries, and 35 facilities around the world. The investment in R&D, which is the biggest one we have, is here in France, and also in the technology IT area has been very big this year. And because of the 35 facilities we have, throughout the history of Vallourec, a very traditional company, we have many mergers and acquisitions, different plants, 35, in different maturity levels, and information or data is our biggest challenge. Because of this, there are some state-of-the-art plants that we have all the data capture and the data use, and we have the ones that we don't capture all the data. So that's our biggest challenge that we have, data capture and data usage, and getting the information out of the information actionable.
Valéria. Guillaume, I have the same question in a similar way. Nexans is also a big international company. Can you just say a word on your activities and how you leverage AI in your transformation strategy?
It's a pleasure to be with you today. Nexans is a French company. It is a pure player of electrification, delivering cables, systems, services that basically enable the global electrification. We have 28,000 employees operating in 41 countries, and basically their job is to electrify everything. We connect offshore wind farms to homes. We connect countries together with submarine interconnections. We bring energy to hospitals, tunnels, data centers. Nexans has gone through a deep transformation since 2018. We multiplied the EBITDA by 3, the return on capital employed by 2. And as we are pragmatic industrial people, we asked ourselves, where could AI maximize the value we generate? And the answer came quite naturally. Basically, with AI, we want to accelerate and amplify the financial turnaround program we have that is called SHIFT. Why so? Because this program is based on data. It's a private equity-inspired program where we have codified levers to turn around industrial companies. And we are making the AI version of that program at the moment.
Thank you. Talking about ArcelorMittal, David, definitely you are leading digital initiatives and transformation. Again, can you tell us a bit more on what are your challenges here and how you address digital to support your activities?
Well, at ArcelorMittal, our purpose is to create and to produce steel, smarter steel for global planet and people. This is why we address all the different markets, such as automotive, industry, and packaging aspects. And this is why the fact that we have a very huge plant, different connections, it's very important for us to take into account the data. We don't start from zero because we have a huge experience from machine learning. Until the years we have invented in the past some systems that are able to detect very small defects on the product at very high speed, and this was done 30 years ago. And since that time, we have never stopped, in fact, the usage and the use of AI. Nowadays, AI is everywhere because, of course, the different domains don't work in silo. We have people from maintenance, we have people from production, And now we have a complete transformation since 5 years where we completely put the data at the disposal of our employee to create added value, to avoid to add low added task, and in order to concentrate the efficiency, in order to have high added value product for our customers and our business. And this is why we transform completely the company in order to have a complete way of working and prepare what are the challenge in order to completely prepare the product of the future in order to completely serve the different customers that we have.
Well, very interesting. So if we now talk about a very concrete initiative you have all launched in your companies, Valéria, can you say a word on what you have launched and how you concretely make it happen, I would say?
Sure. So just like my colleague, AI is not new for us. It has been in the R&D world for many, many years, doing a lot of good productivity and innovation in the area. With the advent of Gen AI being so much more famous and available for everybody, we started a couple of years ago with a very good initiative sponsored by the XCOM, which is the Gen AI and the Val AI community. This community was a game changer for us. We involved the entire company on it. We have several members, and this community has brought Gen AI closer to every single area of the company. Recently, this Val AI group, we put together a hackathon, which, it was a few months ago, 3 months ago, where we engaged the full company to submit ideas. So this ideation process was absolutely amazing to see in the company. We had so many new ideas coming from everywhere during these days of hackathon. Very good result. The XCOM judged all the initiatives for value, and that's the first tiebreaker for everything, what type of value is bringing to our business, and the feasibility of implementation. And now we are working on those specific ones, mostly on the knowledge management. It's a big topic everywhere in maintenance, in quality, has been all over. So these are the things we are working on right now.
Guillaume, you mentioned the Shift Transformation Program you have launched at Nexans. Can you say a bit more on how AI is part of this program and illustrate with a concrete achievement initiative you have launched?
So let me tell you a bit more about the program. This transformation and turnaround program is covering a broad range of axes across functions. We speak about pricing, costing, complexity reduction, advanced segmentation, a total of 30 highly codified levers. We've been working on it since 2018, starting from a basic question. We all heard in this room that data is the new gold. But how many % of your data is used by your managers? We asked the questions, we measured, and the answer was 5%. With Shift, we exploit 20% of the data available, data in the plants, in the financial statements, in the commercial databases. With Shift AI, our intention is to reach 90%, to amplify the impact and accelerate the deployment of this transformation program. Where do we stand at the moment? We are scaling up the program across the 41 countries with 2 focuses this year. The first one is what we call the complexity and segmentation cockpits, to find in the business who are the best clients, what are the best products, and make sure we grow on the good fat. And the second axis is what we call operating working cap optimization, that is highly focused on stocks with a strongly predictive model and the capability to anticipate to better serve our clients. Last, we are developing new use cases that we never worked on before, such as a program we called Foresight. And Foresight is about collecting market data to predict the prices and volume evolutions of our main runners 6 months forward. And the big surprise is that with AI, this is working very well.
Thank you. David, at ArcelorMittal, you have mentioned a data by design approach when deploying and designing and building a new plant. Can you tell us more on what it is and what it brings to you, to the company?
In fact, ArcelorMittal has announced an investment around 600 million euro in France in order to create a full digital native plant, which is really dedicated to the rotor of a motor for electrical vehicles. So it's a new investment, and this plant is totally new compared to what we can see in the industry, in France, in Europe, in the sense that we start from the beginning to have completely new approach. It means that this plant is based on 5 industrial lines that will serve the market from industry and automotive. And this plant is digital native by design. It means that we have new MES, new IT system. Everything, all the data are directly from the beginning available for the users. There is a data visualization for all the operators that can be done. There are, since the beginning, 5G network in order to create the mobility inside the plant. We have 2 cockpits, which is a central pulpit where we have all the information combining IT and OT merge for production, quality, maintenance, and all the tasks, and 2 cockpits for 5 lines. So it means that it will be very productive since the very beginning. We have a digital twin already available for this plant in order to create all these actions. And we discussed about AI, but we put also AI for safety and security. And safety, for example, we have a new approach in order to combine AI for connection between pedestrian and people. And all the cranes are directly automated. So it means that it's a new way to produce. It will be 100 people that will work in a daily mode in 5 shifts. And it's a really approach that is done by my team. So now we are able to maintain all these 8 axes linked to digital and to duplicate them in the next project that we would like to launch in the group.
No, that's very interesting and concrete on how AI can help concretely. Now, if we maybe we look a bit more forward, Valéria, could you tell us what are the main priorities and topics, AI topics you want to launch next year or the year after, and tell us your priorities?
Sure. Well, based on all the initiatives that we are doing, we needed to continue to expand the AI usage in all the machine learning that we have on the R&D and the other areas, in the services area, in the safety area, as you mentioned as well. So we are expanding that. Now, with the new Gen AI use cases that came through the hackathon, we are diligently working on that, and we hope to have the industrialization of those during this year. But of course, the data is our major point of attention for this year that's coming. We have new technology that we brought in to industrialize our data, to streamline our data, and to have the data literacy for the company. So we're going to invest a lot on the data democratization coming up, along with the projects that we have in several areas of the company, from services to our customers, to attendance, to the maintenance. Again, the safety, it's a big project that we have, but the architecture, the foundation, it's been evolving quite well, and I'm very proud of it.
Thank you. And Guillaume, now, can you tell us a bit more on how, looking forward, and if we take one step back, how you consider AI for transformation, looking forward, and maybe looking at the industry as a whole?
So our program is very focused. We want to fully scale up the Shift AI program by 2028 across our 41 countries. Why so? Because we know that money invested in AI will have a real impact and maximize shareholder return. On top of it, we use this as a foundation to level up the quality of our data and develop new use cases inside the plants, but also to better serve our clients through new offers like we do in the grid business. If we make a step back to your question on our conviction for the industry about AI, is that AI is the chance to create connections across functions horizontally, because there is a lot of value trapped between functions. If I take a very basic example, whoever in this room has worked on stock optimization knows that it's a trade-off between finance, supply chain, manufacturing, quality of service. And AI can manage these trade-offs for us. It's also a chance to better create a vertical link in industrial companies, linking the management with the shop floor, linking the managements with clients. And that is also enabled by AI.
Thank you. And David, my last question is for you. We understood that 2026 will be quite a busy year for you at ArcelorMittal. Can you tell us a bit more what your priorities in the coming months?
First of all, for us, human is really at the center of a digital transformation that we launch. So this is why it's very important to continue to train the different people based on the solution that we put in place. We have created a new GenAI platform in order to continuously prepare the knowledge transfer from the employees at different levels and experts in the company in order to ensure business continuity. So this is something that we will continue to launch in order and to train people. And an important topic will be also to consider the fact that we are not alone. We have different small companies around us, and it's very important to create a global ecosystem around us in which we train the different operators and the different employees from these companies in order to have a complete ecosystem that is transformed, because the industry doesn't stop at the frontier of a company. We create jobs outside, and this is very essential to create a dynamic inside the territory. So we have created an association dedicated to that, to train startups, small companies, and very small entities around us in order to continue to train them. Another point would be, of course, for us to continue to industrialize and to roll out the solution that we put in place. So we have a huge program in order to create value in the company, to differentiate. And of course, what is essential for us is to continue to fight against and to continue to promote steel industry in Europe, in the sense that, of course, we are facing with China a huge competition at the present stage. So this is very essential that we continue to have the position for Europe in order to continue to defend the steel industry in Europe. This is essential for our global future. And of course, we want to be very proud to when you will see in a few weeks our new plant that is where all the employees are very proud of that, to show a French design digital native plant in France based for steel industry, and that will help the development of the market of electrical car in the future.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much for this discussion. And I would say let's talk again in 1 year and see what will happen. But thank you for your inputs and insight.
Thank you.
Thank you.